My gosh, the Mariners lost. We've now lost both games this week. Lost the Dodgers yesterday. Now we lose to the White Sox. I mean, this is terrible, isn't it? Absolutely not. Welcome to the Dom Skiing Channel, your one-stop shop for the Mariners storylines on Seattle's minds. And the Mariners lost to the White Sox 12 to 10, the second time in the last 4 days that we've had a game with 22 runs total scored. 14 to 8 win on Saturday, then over the Giants, then 12 to 10 loss to the White Sox on Tuesday today. However, the wins and losses don't matter because, as we say in spring training, reps over results. Reps over results. The results in this game were actually pretty good, is the funny thing. Just because you didn't put one in the win column in spring training does not matter. We don't care about that 2-3 record. We don't care about the record in Cactus League play. What's interesting in this game is the fact that all the players that the Mariners are hoping they're going to get huge contributions from that were in this game, which there was quite a few of, played awesome. Start off, got to start off with Cal Raleigh's first home run of the spring. He hits it to straightaway center field. He scorches that thing. And it was on a changeup too, I want to say. So Cal Raleigh puts it way out there. I got to go see exactly what the StatCast was on this because it was nasty. I think it was a changeup too. You really can't ask for much more from, even from your guy that almost won MVP. Cal Raleigh scorches that thing to straightaway center field, 107.4 miles an hour off the bat, 33-degree launch angle. That's about exactly what you want to see. 427 feet. Cal Raleigh with the Mariners' farthest hit ball of the spring, 427 feet. And that's a homer in all 30 ballparks, folks. Cal Raleigh, I think he's all right. I think that was his first hit of the spring as well. So just because a guy doesn't get a hit in 4 days of spring training doesn't matter, does it? Clearly not. He's going to go after the World Baseball Classic, and that's going to be all right. He actually had some interesting news coming out about that. Tarek Skubal apparently going to only pitch the game versus Great Britain, and then going to go right back to Tigers spring training. It's kind of funny because you really want Skubal later in that tournament when you need the best lefty starter in the game, maybe the best starter in the game. But I don't know. You're hoping that if you're Team USA, you don't need Skubal to beat Great Britain. Anyway, not here to talk about the World Baseball Classic. We do have that coming up in just over a week. But Cal Raleigh going to be at that Classic, going to learn a lot from these pitchers. And his bat is just fine. 427-foot home run. 33-degree launch angle, just perfect. And if you watch that swing, this dude is so athletic. What it reminded me of, Cal Raleigh's swing, I've been making comparisons since last year. Sometimes he looks like a right-handed Shohei Ohtani when he's from the right side. His swing is actually, when you look at the biomechanics, super similar from the right and left side, as similar as any switch hitter we've ever had. And based on his body type, you would not expect him to be swinging it exactly like that, but that two-handed finish, the way that he gets so much bat speed but keeps the bat on such an even plane through the whole thing, it's like watching Bryson DeChambeau swing a golf club. It is crazy to watch that Cal Raleigh swing, and today on a changeup puts that thing 427 feet over the wall in center field. Farthest hit Mariners ball of the spring. Who's surprised about that though? We knew Cal Raleigh was going to be just fine this season. How many home runs he's going to hit? That's something that the fantasy baseball community is wondering. All right, we're having a little bit of a hard time. Looks like streaming. Going to go ahead and close out some of these tabs. See if this helps us out. But he was the guy Cal Raleigh hit the homer off of. It was a changeup, a little bit outside the zone. And, so Winkleman Gonzalez throws Cal Raleigh a changeup. First pitch, he's swinging at it. What I also like seeing from Cal is that the first at-bat he puts up early in the game, right? Nothing's happened yet. He comes out and just does a safe at-bat, a really long, methodical at-bat, works the count. And then this is Mariners' debut, scores a run, doesn't get out at all. Doesn't get stranded on the bases. Brendan Donovan literally could not have had a better debut for the Mariners in spring training today. And in addition to just how the stat sheet was perfect, completely perfect, 1,000 OPS, 2,000 OPS, 1,000 batting average. Also had a hard hit. I just like watching him in the count. The way that he works the count is very methodical. It feels like the at-bats are going faster with Brendan Donovan up there because he knows he's so decisive on, am I taking this pitch? Am I swinging at this pitch? What am I doing? The approach just seems very, very advanced. And I think he can replace Ben Williamson in the regard. You know, we were huge Ben Williamson fans of this channel. I think he can replace Ben Williamson in the regard of keeping pitchers honest and forcing them to pitch faster, not allowing them to slow the. Not sure if this is fixing it, but the stream is okay. Apparently the stream health is excellent now, but totally lost it. This is frustrating. We're gonna have to fix this for tomorrow's pregame and postgame because I'm about sick of dealing with the stream health the last couple days. When they didn't give us this, we had our best stream of spring training, like Saturday and Friday. I think just Saturday actually, but what is going on here? I honestly don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing to fix this. Get rid of that. Let's see, is it better now? All right, hoping that it's better. All right, we got a couple of you guys back in here. Go ahead, be sure to pop a question in the chat. I want to talk about what you guys saw as well, not just what I saw or what you guys are wondering whether I saw it or not. Going to talk about the pitching in a minute, but the whole lineup did well. Like we said, Julio, 2-run double. Ryland Thomas with a bomb. I did pick Ryland Thomas as our bench bat to hit a homer to get into this game late. So shout out to Ryland Thomas making good on our prediction. That was based in completely just picking a name off of a list. So shout out to Ryland Thomas hitting a homer. Michael almost threw a guy out who was at first that he really didn't have a right to throw out. So Colt Emerson, at this rate, is he making the opening day roster? I feel like they're playing him so much in spring training. They're really trying to give him the chance to make the opening day roster. I don't see why. I do see why you would not have him, but that more relies on okay, we want to keep Luke Raleigh in the organization and he doesn't have any options. We want to keep our utility guys, Leo Rivas or Miles Mastrobuoni on this roster, which you're most likely going to want to try to keep one of them. You've got one platoon guy on the bench other than that, and Robles is going to be on this roster, guys like that. So it's you have such a good deal with Robles for this year. Why are you? You basically have to give up on Luke Raley to make the roster shuffling work to get Colt Emerson up. But if we're talking about Luke Raley being the reason that Colt Emerson is going to get blocked and not get the runway to go and have a Rookie of the Year season this year in the big leagues, then I don't even know what we're talking about, because Colt Emerson looks like, they wouldn't be playing him every single day in spring, just to do so. Just, whatever. And Michael Arroyo, you could say, is getting that same kind of treatment, playing almost every day in spring. But Colt Emerson is playing so much in spring. It looks like, you just see, just what are they saying? And front page of MLB.com, 3 of the, 8 or 9 stories that they're showing are Mariners stories. And the front page is, Cal Raleigh hitting a bomb, Mariners slugger heating up and stuff. The Mariners are one of the biggest teams in the MLB now. I'm thrilled, obviously, just a year after I start this channel, that's the case. But super closely, because I was also starting to look at the stuff from the NFL Combine coming out. Go check out SeahawksWire.usatoday.com if you want to see everything we're going to be writing about the Combine. Myself, my coworker Justin Mello, and our head editor Cole Musgrove, good friend of mine who I actually met at a Mariners game. Shout out to Cole. But anyway, this Wickelman Gonzalez guy. Not sure how do you say this name. Wikelman Gonzalez. Let me know if you guys know better than I do. he throws 28 pitches, gets clobbered by the Mariners. I mean, this top of the order that I said, in the pregame, we're going to be looking at how does this top of the order look. They came out and they balled out. Brendan Donovan gets on base every time, gets a hit every single time. Cal Raleigh crushes, a bomb. Julio plates 2 with a 2-run double. And, Josh Naylor moving around in the box doing funky things. Love to see that. Really starting to look comfortable. Randy Rosarena also starting to look comfortable doing his signature kind of step out the box thing where he just, backs up, just walks, right back out of the box at the plate. He draws a walk too. Laz Montez draws a nice walk as well. Luke Raley also, off to a torrid start this spring. There's just so many guys in this Mariners team that are hitting so well. Brock Rodden looking good this spring. Didn't get a hit today, but still batting .429. So there's a lot to like with spring training so far. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Dom Canzone, 3 at-bats, 3 hard hits, also a walk in there. But a hard hit every single time he gets a batted ball in play. And he gets a hit as well, scores a run, and plates 1 with an RBI. Nice clean hit for Dom Canzone. That golf swing just looking nice. The iron looking like something you'd want on the fairway, right? And in addition to that, let's see. Oh, yeah, the expected batting averages and the hits. We're not going to look too much at the runs, hits, expected batting average. This isn't a real game. It's a spring training game. But 284 expected batting average, 16 hits for the White Sox, 12 hits for the Mariners, 336 XBA. The offense was definitely flying today. And as far as the pitching, George Kirby, I actually didn't, I don't want to 3 knuckle curves, 3 splitters. But I'm very happy with George Kirby's start today. Even though he gives up a couple of runs, I'm not too worried about that. Definitely toying with these breaking balls. And the story is, how much does George Kirby really want to use the knuckle curve and the splitter? How much does he want to just stick to the stuff that we know works, is kind of the way I look at it. Doesn't throw that knuckle curve to the righties at all, just throws it to the lefties. And everything else is pretty much a weapon to both sides of the plate. So George Kirby, I think, is going to have a great year. I know that's a super hot take, but I'm obviously kidding. But I like to see him just getting comfortable with those 3 main pitches of his. Stephen Wraith comes in, gives up a homer on the first pitch, then throws 13 pitches overall. Seattle dude, I would love to get him on the podcast. So shout out to Stephen Wraith. His one whiff comes on one of his 5 changeups. Throws 5 changeups, 5 cutters, then a slider, curveball, and a sinker. Michael Rucker, hadn't heard of him before today. He comes in 2 swinging strikes on 5 4-seam fastballs. 2 on 5, right? That's something interesting in an extremely small sample size. Throwing 96.4 on the fastball. Maybe Michael Rucker has something as a reliever for the Mariners in the future. Troy Taylor definitely came in and was he was getting too much plate with his stuff, as I think Shannon Dreyer was the one on the broadcast who said it. Just was catching too much of the plate with his breaking balls. Really wanted to go with this sweeper, but unfortunately that just catching the plate too much. Did get 2 swinging strikes. I don't really know too much about him, so I'm going to refrain from talking about him too much. But good to see him get in there. Nico Talash he's gotten there a few times now this spring. 22 pitches for him as well. Blas Castano coming in for 8 pitches. Seems to be a main sweeper guy. Could be interesting as a reliever, or even if starting pitching health became a real problem. Blas Castano has been a starter. I know he's live pitches though, and to end the game off. So pitching wise, kind of an interesting game. Some guys that could come up at some point. George Kirby, some stuff you like to see, some results you maybe don't. A whole lot of offense today, obviously, and the offense was definitely the highlight. A whole lot of guys who are going to contribute to this game a ton. making a whole lot of noise with their bats. Thanks for everyone who tuned in today. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see in these future streams. Questions, comments, go ahead and comment it because I'm going to end the stream right here. And